Hey guys, welcome back. And yes, this is my third video that I recorded today. As you can see, I got the same look, I got the same everything. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my foundation, highlight, and contour routine. I know that a lot of people have different techniques and things like that, so I'm just showing you guys how I achieve my foundation and highlight and contour routine and how I get it to look also flawless together. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also all product links will be in the description below. Thanks for watching. So my eyebrows are already filled in once again, and my eyeshadow is already applied, as well as my lashes. I do now have an eyelash tutorial video out, so make sure you go check that out. I'll have it in the description. I do have how to do eye makeup on my girls night makeup tutorial. I'll have that in the description. And I also have an eyebrow tutorial, which will also be in the description. So don't think that you guys missed anything. You guys didn't miss anything. I just didn't re-record it. So starting with our foundation, highlight, and contour routine. First things first is you want to make sure that your skin is completely clean, moisturized, and primed before you add any product to your face. My skin is already clean. The next thing I'm doing is I'm going in with a primer. This is by REVLON Photo Ready Prime and Anti-Shine. My skin is a little shiny, gets a little oily sometimes, so I'm gonna be using this, and this is actually my first time using this. Once again, I don't know if you guys seen in my girls night makeup tutorial video, I actually mentioned that I haven't yet tried this yet, and I will in another video for a different look and let you guys know how I feel about it. So I'm about to try it. It comes with a little pad already, little foamy pad, and I guess I'm just gonna get that on there and apply that all over my face. It really does take away the shine. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this, y'all. It actually really is taking like all my shine away, and it's clear, so it doesn't show anything. So I have primed my skin with this, and it is a go. I like that a lot already. After you added your primer, next thing you want to do is color correct your skin before you add any other product on your skin, and that's if you need color correcting. If you don't need color correcting, feel free to go right into your foundation. But if you need color correcting, then you want to do that first. The only color correcting I really like to do is, I feel like I have bags, dark circles under my eyes, so I do conceal that with, I used to use this Beauty Treats Contour and Sculpt Wheel, but as y'all can see, my orange is basically gone. So now I'm using LA Girls Pro Orange Corrector, and it does work the same exact way. I do like it. I don't have a problem with it. And I'm just gonna try to cover up those dark circles under my eyes, even though people say that I don't have any. I just have some bags, but hey. You don't want too much of this. You don't want to act like this is concealer and put it like all over. Like, no. You only want to put this where you feel that you need color correcting. I only feel that I need this under my eyes, and I like to do it around the nose, because around the nose tends to be like reddish or just a little darker than the rest. On some of my clients, I will use this right here because they won't have a mustache, but it'll be a little darker because that's where a mustache goes. Once you do that, you want to blend that out. I like to blend out my color corrector with a regular beauty blender from the beauty supply,
if I can find it.
Everything does blend way better when it is damp, so I do spray my face in between steps. You guys will notice that I say that in every video. A lot of stuff I'm going to say in almost every video. When I use beauty blenders, I do like to dampen the beauty blender as well, because it's a sponge, and I feel like when I spray my face, I don't really feel like that does anything. Just blend that orange out as best as you can. It's not going to blend completely because it's not your skin color, but it's going to blend as much as it can. Whatever my beauty blender can't get, I just go in with a regular fluffy brush and blend it out. And when you color correct, there's different colors. I actually don't know all the colors, but I do know like there's like purple for like redness, the orange is for dark circles. They have green, they have many different colors, and I honestly don't know what all of them are for. but I do know those two for sure. If you think your skin needs color correcting, make sure you research what the colors are for and know what you're actually buying them for. They do have different colors for different reasons, so make sure you keep that in mind. After you color correct, you want to go in with your foundation. So I'm going in with Maybelline Fit Me Poreless in the shade 335 Classic Tan. I'm just going in and applying this with a regular brush from the beauty supply. Usually I like to put it on the back of my hand. Sometimes I'll just be lazy and dig into the tube, but this time I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. And I just get that all on my skin. Everywhere. Especially the parts that you just color corrected, because you don't want to leave that random color on your face. Your foundation is supposed to blend this into your skin. I also noticed that some people don't like to use foundation on their forehead because some people say that their forehead is a different color, and that's actually kind of true for a lot of people because I feel like mine is a different color too. I feel like it's a little darker, but I still apply foundation up there. So now I'm taking my brush from my brush set from AOA Studio, and I will put in the description where I got this as well. It comes with, it's a 10 roll, and it comes with 10 brushes. I only started to use like 3. Well, I only actually started to use 1. It came off on the other one. But I haven't really used all of them yet. I only used like literally 3 of them, but they are really clutch. I like them a lot. I'm going in with this flat brush. I use this for my foundation. You just want to blend that foundation out. I like to go in circular motions. Some people use a beauty blender. You can use whatever you want to apply your foundation, guys. I use a brush because beauty blenders be taking off the product more so than blending it away. I usually use beauty blenders when I'm like trying to blend it away, but this I'm not really trying to blend it away. I'm just trying to get it blended into my skin, if you know what I mean. You want to try to get foundation covered, all those red spots or whatever color that you use to color correct. You want to try to cover them as much as you can, but also keep in mind that they're probably not going to go completely away, and that is when the concealing comes into place. Now I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee, and I'm just concealing under my eyes, my nose. Some people do their chin. I don't really feel like it's necessary to do my chin, and some people also do their forehead. I already got a big forehead, so for the most part I normally don't do my forehead, but you can do your forehead if you please. If I do eyeshadow, I like to give it a straight line just to make it look a little bit more precise, or sometimes before I do all this I'll wipe it away. I'll clean it up with makeup wipes and just give it a straight line because I feel like that just adds a little bit more precision to the look. You don't have to. I like to bring it a little close into my nose to actually help my nose look a little bit more narrow. The parts that you highlight are the parts that you want people to see more so on your face. The parts that you contour is the shadows basically on your face. I'm just gonna add a little bit on my forehead just to show you guys the full thing, but I refuse to do my chin. If you want to do your chin, you can. Sometimes I use a beauty blender, sometimes I use a concealer brush. The preference is yours, just how it is mine. I don't really have a reason. Like I said, I feel like beauty blenders take the product away more so as blending it into your skin, and I feel like brushes actually blend it into your skin. So with that being said, to each its own. I'm just gonna use my concealer brush this time because I do like how this blends a lot better than a beauty blender. I like to look up so you can really get under your eyes, especially if you have a lot of creases under your eyes like me. Now once I blend that out as best as I can with my concealer brush, I go back in with that same fluffy brush that I used earlier to blend out the crevices of that orange color corrector. I'm just using that same brush and I'm blending out the crevices that I couldn't get with my concealer brush. So I'm getting the corners. under my eyes where it tends to crease. All sharp lines, basically. You just want to try to blend those in. I like to bake with Airspun Total Coverage, and you can get this from any local store like Walmart, Walgreens, Target, stores like that. You will not find this in your beauty supply. If you do, comment below and let me know, because I have searched hella beauty supplies and I have not found it. It's not really expensive. I think it was only like $8. It works like magic. A lot of people think that this will give them like flashback. It won't. Trust me, it won't. I've used this on like dark clients and it has not given them any flashback or nothing like that. This is it. Y'all should try this, definitely. I'm going in with my e.l.f. foundation brush. I'm just getting that on the brush, knocking it off, just so it's not too much product on there, and pressing that onto that concealer. Not brushing it onto that concealer, but we're pressing it into that concealer because this is supposed to set that concealer. You want it to look as matte and into your skin as possible. You don't want it to look like you literally just plastered everything on. You want everything to blend in with your skin. And this really helps on creasing. So wherever you have creases, most of the time, you want to focus that powder under there. And I normally have creases like right under my eyes. So I'm trying to focus the powder more so under my eyes. But now once you're baking, that is when I like to contour and let that sit on there for a minute. So for contouring on my clients, I normally use my Ellen Tracy contour palette, but on me, I actually use this Stay in Place powder makeup. I got this from, I forgot where I got this from, but it's Estee Lauder, and it's in this pretty brown. It's called Amber Honey. It's in the shade Amber Honey. It's not too darker, but it's like a little bit darker than my natural skin tone, so I really like how this contours on me. Like I said, for my clients, I normally use my Ellen Tracy contour palette. I will have where I got this in the description. I'm going in with my Real Techniques brush. This brush is the shit, y'all. Like, it really blends really good. So I'm just getting it on there lightly. I don't use any liquid to contour because every time I use liquid on myself, I feel like it's like a little too harsh. When you're doing a natural beat, you probably want to go a little lighter than you normally would to contour. You don't want it to be too dark, but you want to add some depth in your face and lift your cheekbones a bit. So I just go in with a little fishy face, and I just go in circles and try to blend that out right where my, like the top of my ear, and that's where I started at. For both sides, the top of my ear, straight line down. That's the marker that I use. That's gonna be the bottom of the contour. Like I said, this is the part you don't really want to be highlighted. If you have a small forehead, you don't want to do up here too much because this is gonna make your forehead look smaller. I have a big forehead. Some people say I don't. I feel like I do, so I kind of contour my forehead a lot just so it could look a little smaller. So I'm going in with that same brown, and I'm gonna contour my nose, but I'm just using a skinnier, smaller brush. Got this from the beauty supply as well. I'm just gonna lightly contour my nose. It's kind of already a guideline there. Since I brought my concealer in close, I highlighted the bridge of my nose, so what's left is where you're contouring. And you don't want this to be too harsh because, well, unless you do want your nose to really pop, but I hate when I see dramatic ass contours on the nose. I'm just like, look like you had plastic surgery. Like, I'm just taking this regular pink brush with no product on it, and I'm brushing what we were baking with as well as that contour away. This is the part where we're gonna try to blend everything together. After I contour, I just go in with that same baking powder from Airspun, and I just carve out my contour. You want them to be as even as possible. So I kind of like to start from the center of my mouth and go upward. And this baking powder smells so good. It smells like baby powder. Does anybody else's air sponge smell like baby powder? Oh, I like to sit with that on there for a minute. Since that's the last step of highlighting and contouring, I'm just gonna go finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished product. This is my signature look. Y'all will see me do it on like so many of my videos because I feel like this completes the look. And there's my foundation, highlight, and contour routine, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.